All For One versus Mirror One. Now, the crazy thing about All For One is that all this does, bro, is steal quirks and button mash. She has no battle IQ, no battle sense. How the hell do you have 30 billion quirks but you still lose? He was getting packed up by All Might. All Might has one quirk. He has like 10,000, nigga. First person, Madara versus Sukuna. Sukuna's low-key overrated and he's a lame ass, so I'm gonna have to go with Madara. Hisoka versus Mahito. Mahito is lame. That transfigured Junpei for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I was rocking with Junpei and he did that. That was kind of lame. Oh, it's Hisoka though. Oh shit, hold up. Hisoka is a seasoned professional PDF file. I don't rock with that shit. I don't jack that shit. So I'm gonna have to go with Mahito. The fact that I had to pick Mahito just shows how sheet Hisoka is. Pegasus and Friend. Who the hell are these? You look more weird, so I'm gonna pick you. Majin Buu versus Frieza. You see, Frieza's racist to my kind. I don't know if I'm jacking that. Majin Buu's evil. But you know what I'm saying, he look kind of cool if you really like, if you look at him in a different way, in a different perspective, in a different, you know what I'm saying, light, he look tough. So I say Majin Buu for sure. Shogo Maki Shima versus Utsuro. They both look like the same type of nigga. They both look very interesting. This nigga is kind of aura farming. This nigga just looking off into the distance. He kind of looks like Ichigo if Ichigo had different hair and was calm. So that's very interesting. I don't know who the hell these niggas are though. So he kind of looks like in Orochimaru variant, so I'm gonna have to pick him. Zeke versus Takasugi Shinsuke. I don't know who this nigga is, but he looks cold as hell. Zeke's a bitch ass nigga, so I'm gonna pick him. Muzan versus Geto. Now Geto is a top tier. Wait, it says Geto and it says Kenjaku. Oh, so it's Kenjaku, okay. And Muzan. Didn't Muzan get scared by a nigga who looks like his old op from like hundreds of years later? It's kind of lame if you ask me. And he's a knockoff Michael Jackson. That's just fraudulent to me. I'm picking Geto. But didn't Geto get back shots to create Itadori? Nigga, hey yo. S-Def versus Naraku. I don't know who Naraku is, so I'm picking S-Def. Younger Toguro versus Yuhabaha. From a close standpoint, I'm gonna have to give it to Yuhabaha. From a better villain standpoint, I'm gonna have to give it to Yuhabaha. From a drip standpoint, I'm gonna have to give it to Yuhabaha. This nigga has pointy ass glasses. Who the hell has pointy ass glasses, nigga? You know what I'm saying? You can just tell he thought this shit looked so tough, bro, but he's not. And he has a high top. Hell nah, son. Yuhabaha. Shinobi Sensui versus Crocodile. I'm gonna have to give that to my nigga Crocodile because you're low-key cool, but he's cooler. Actually, no, he's not. I'm giving it to you. What am I saying? Gilgamesh versus Orochimaru. You're Japanese Diddy. You're low-key like cool as hell, kind of. And your freeform is kind of hard, so I'm gonna give it to Gilgamesh. Izaya Orihara versus Ryuen. Who the hell is this nigga? He looks like nobody, nigga. He just has a face. He just looks like a face. Hell nah, Ryuen. Suzuki Toishiro. That's the leader from Mob Psycho. That one nigga who was leading like Claw, I think. That nigga cold, but I'm giving it to Pain because Pain's Pain. You know what I'm saying? Pain's iconic. Nigga said almighty push. Nuked the whole village by himself. That shit was hard. I'm giving that to Pain. Suzuki, you're cool though, but you did get packed up by a 12-year-old. That was kind of lame if you ask me. So yeah, I'm giving that shit to Pain. King Bradley versus Yujiro. For Bradley, this nigga low-key kind of hard pause, but nah, low-key is him. I'm not gonna lie, because this nigga is a deadbeat to a son he had on purpose. How the hell you neglect a son you chose to have? That's low-key insane. I ain't gonna lie. King Bradley, this nigga was frying shit the whole show. You know what I'm saying? He got on the screen, you already knew he was frying shit off rip. That was hard as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving that to King Bradley. Blackbeard versus Johann Liebert. Johann Liebert, these both some evil ass niggas and some slimy ass niggas. However, Blackbeard, I don't like the way you hoop. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way you're evil. Johann, at least he like kind of cool with it. You're just a bastard, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So definitely Johann Liebert for sure. Father versus Aizen. This nigga has a square ass head, but if you really look closely, this nigga's head shape is is low-key similar to LeBron. If you really look and analyze the crevices in the indents in this nigga face, he low-key looks like Braun if he was Caucasian and had long ass hair instead of being damn near bald. So based on that, I'm gonna have to give that to Aizen. Actually, no, I'm gonna give it to Father, but actually I forgot what Father did in the show because I watched Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood like mad long ago when I was like, I think 5-6 years ago. Anything complex in the show I either didn't get or I forgot. So unfortunately for that, you take the L. I'm giving it to Aizen, no cap. Next person, we got Vicious versus the Major. These niggas both look cool as hell. I've been seeing him from Hellsing Ultimate. Vicious in this photo does look cool as hell though. So based on the fact that I don't know who neither of these niggas are outside of like hearing about them, you know what I'm saying? I gotta based it on aura. And you look, this nigga right here looks too close to Hitler and Kim Jong-un in the same token. That shit kind of ass. So I'm gonna have to give it to Vicious, cause nigga look vicious, nigga. I'm saying his name matches him, no cap. Squarzar, hell no. Who the hell is that? Lord Darcy Askeladd. Who the hell is Lord Darcy? Darcia, bitch ass nigga. Light Yagami versus Bondrewd. You see Bondrewd, I can't even tell where the hell this nigga face at. Is his face up here or down here? Is this him? You know what I'm saying? Nobody in this entire world knows who the hell Bondrewd is, so I'm gonna have to give it to Light Yagami. You know what I'm saying? This nigga will probably ass anyway. So yeah, All For One versus Mirror One. Now, the crazy thing about All For One is that all this nigga does, bro, is steal quirks and button mash. She has no battle IQ, no battle sense, no like passion for combat. This nigga just spams moves at you and hopes it works. How the hell do you have 30 billion quirks but you still fucking lose, you dog shit ass nigga? You know what I'm saying? He was getting packed up by All Might. This nigga All Might has one quirk. He has like 10,000, nigga. Like, that's kind of lame if you ask me. I can't give it to All For One. This nigga ass, bro. And his face is nasty too. This shit is straight flesh, bro. He has eye sockets for no eyes. He has eye sockets for no reason. That shit kind of ugly. So everything about this nigga is just lame as hell. So I'm gonna have to give it to Mirror One. This nigga cold. He was frying shit the day he was born. He was born to be a king. He's based off Cell. Cell's hard. His helmet's kind of cool. Like the shit on his head. That shit kind of hard. I'm gonna have to give it to Mirror One. No cap. Shishio Makoto versus Orsted. I don't know what that nigga is. Shishio, Makoto, what's the word? Oshikage Kira versus Gendo Ikari. Now, you have a hand fetish. That shit kind of weird. You cut off women's hands and like put them in nah. I don't know who this nigga is, but I see him in the meme, so he cool, and he doesn't like have a hand fetish, so I'm gonna have to give it to Gendo Ikari. Luganer versus Howl. I have no idea who the hell these young women are, but based on the credentials that are seen from their face, based on the face card, if you will, you look like you could be 16. You look like you'd be 20, so I'm gonna have to give it to you. Griffith. Oh my gosh. From a villain standpoint, you're looking like the most villain of all time. You're looking lame as hell and evil as hell, but that's like everybody is. They're all villains here. So for that, I'm gonna have to give it to you. But you are a lame ass nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So, Wang versus Pariston Hill. I don't know who this nigga is, so I'm gonna have to give it to Pariston Hill. Sarah Pariston. Dio versus Frieza. Oh, it's the round 2 now, I think. I already picked Frieza, right? Yeah. Dio versus Frieza. Now, these niggas are both really good at hating. You know what I'm saying? However, this nigga wanted to hate so much, he stayed alive after he died just to continue hating even more. That shit cold as hell. So based on that, I'm gonna have to give it to Dio to advance to the next round. Frieza, you're just Tobirama before he was Tobirama. You're a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to give it to Dio for sure. Gakko Yashiro versus Shigaraki Tomura. Who the hell is this simpleton Higuruma ass looking nigga, bro? Who is this? You know what I'm saying? He looks like a basic bland ass character. He won't even look evil. Shigaraki. Who is that, bro? Oken. Who the hell are these niggas? Who are these niggas? Definitely Yami. I seen Yami be portrayed in Bleach. That was kind of hard. Yami, you can advance to the next round. Don Quixote Doflamingo versus Makima. Definitely Doflamingo. You look lame. You're lame too, but like she's lamer. Or so I've heard. I don't even know, but you know what I'm saying, if I don't know you, then I'm just gonna hate on you. So that's just how it be. Goto versus Crollo Lucifer. I don't know you. You are cold as hell. Your name's evil as hell though, but you know it's a villain list, so I'm gonna have to give it to Crollo. No cap. Ryo Asuka versus Kirei Kotomine. Oh, you're from Fate Zero. Fun fact, Fate Zero is my least favorite anime of all time. That shit is so buns, bro. I was watching that shit. Ain't nothing good about that show. If you want to go to sleep, bro, if you want to put on a show and like fall right to sleep, bro, put on Fate Zero. That shit gonna have you falling asleep straight away, bro. Ain't nothing interesting good about that show. Devilman Crybaby on the left. Well, I was gonna pick him anyway because he's not from Fate Zero. Fate Zero is so ass, bro. Bro, hold up, bro. I'm about to show y'all something. Hold up. Right, if you look closely, Fate Zero is at the very bottom of my favorite anime list because it's ass as hell. I hate that shit so much. So, yeah, bro. Hell nah. Never watched Fate Zero. Heard insanely mixed reviews, but it's boring, bro. The characters are not interesting at all. Besides like 2. The plot is basic. The only good thing about the show is animation. That's literally it. So that shit is ass. That shit ass. Gilgamesh versus Pariston Hill. Gilgamesh. He's from Fate Zero. He's one of 2 only good Fate Zero characters ever. He's one of 2. Gilgamesh's move, I'll pick him. Barristan, like, you're lucky lame as hell. Johann Liebert versus Krollo Lucifer. Now this is a matchup, the first good matchup we've seen. I'm gonna have to give it to Johann because he was doing his dirt with no powers, just straight intellect. This nigga has a specialist. He's a specialist then user, so like he's low-key cheating for real. He's low-key hacking. It's kind of lame, but he was doing his dirt off of straight intellect, straight manipulation. That shit is hard from a villain standpoint. So Johann Liebert for sure. Rio Asuka versus Vicious. I both don't know who the hell these niggas are, but Vicious sounds a lot like Nine Vicious. Nine Vicious is demonic. That shit lame. So based on that, I'm gonna have to go with Ryu. Okay. Next up, Gato versus King Bradley. Majin Buu versus Shigaraki Tomura. Now, from a writing standpoint, Shigaraki has much more depth. But from a cool ass nigga standpoint, Majin Buu is a cooler ass nigga. And as a Negro who currently inhabits the United States of America, I am more catered to a cool ass nigga. Therefore, henceforth, I'm gonna not pick the League of Legends player, and I'm gonna pick Majin Buu. Don Quixote Doflamingo versus Miriam. I'm definitely gonna have to pick Merwin because you're an R wordist. That shit lame as hell. Shishio Makito friend. Do y'all know who he is? He's from he's from that Century anime, right? Yes, this shit right here, bro. What's it called? 20th Century Boys. Kenji Endo, a convenience store manager who realizes a mysterious cult leader known as Friend is enacting terror plots from a childhood notebook he and his friends wrote in 1969. Spanning from 1969 to 2017, the story focuses on Kenji and his childhood friends reuniting to uncover Friend's identity and stop him from destroying the world as predicted in their book of prophecy. Oh, not gonna lie, this Loki sounds interesting as hell and it's very unique. I kind of rock with that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I still don't know you, so I'm picking Shishio, but that was kind of hard. Yami versus Shinobu. I watched Rurouni Kenshin. I peeped though. This nigga is a big Rurouni Kenshin fan. There's like 3 Rurouni Kenshin villains in here. Interesting. But Yami, Mark, and Shinobu Sensui. I'm gonna have to pick bro. I watched his show. I ain't watched your show. I'm looking never gonna watch your show, so that's unfortunate. But what show is he from again? Like Inuyasha? No. Hold up. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh. He's from Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes. Yuhabaha versus Light Yagami. Yuhabaha, Light Yagami's kind of lame. Pain, who the hell is Luganer? I picked her because she looked older than another girl. Gendo Ikari versus Takasuke, bro. Who is that, bro? He looked hard. He looked tough, nigga. Taku Ugi. I'm gonna have to pick Gendo. I don't know who you are, where you're from, but you look cool, but that's not enough. Oh, you're from Gintama. Oh, I see. They look evil as hell here. Definitely you though, because you're a meme and the meme's hard. Esdef. Oh, Ryuin's from Classroom of the Elite. Oh, I forgot. Oh, shit. Usura versus Griffith. I don't know you, so I guess Griffith. Madara versus Dio. This right here is another Vicious. Is from Cowboy Bebop. I watched Cowboy Bebop. I forgot what that was. Cowboy Bebop. Oh, yeah, he fought Spike one day. I remember that shit. He fought Spike. Oh, it's because they cover his damn eyes, bro. Yeah, he's Spike's rival. Oh. Madara versus Dio. I'm gonna have to give this to my guy Madara because I'm biased. Aizen versus Mahito. You're lame as hell, Aizen. Askeladd versus Garo. This is a good one. Now, I haven't read the One Punch Man manga, so I don't know more outside of season 2. I haven't watched season 3, but based on what I have consumed, Askeladd had a whole tough ass plot he made on the fly. The second he got Canute, nigga was putting in some real work, but that shit was kind of hard. And I feel like he impacted the main character much more than Garo impacts Saitama naturally, but I feel like the villain's impact on the story is important to how a villain should be rated. Garo didn't really impact the story too much. Askeladd did a whole lot, like literally. So definitely Askeladd. Esdev versus Madara Uchiha. Then that was a quick ass round, nigga. I just voted for him. Madara. Esdev was just horny. King Bradley versus Shinobu. King Bradley. He's colder. Yuhabaha versus Rio. Still don't know you. No, I don't know how you made it this far, to be honest. I could have sworn I did not pick you the second time, but you're still here, I guess. Yuhabaha. Aizen versus Majin Buu. Majin Buu, you are cold, but this nigga literally predicted the main character's whole life. Or he planned out his op's own life. But then you lost to your op, who you planned out whole life. That shit was kind of lame as hell. So actually Majin Buu. How you gonna plan out a whole nigga life and still lose? The fuck? Villain wise, he's like, but this nigga the most evil nigga I've ever seen and heard of in my damn life. That shit was crazy. But as a villain though, Pain versus Johann Liebert. Johann Liebert, you know what I'm saying? Pain, your hard pause, but you know what I'm saying? You had a OP ass Renegon that carried you. He had nothing but his Glock and a teacup. That shit was hard. Meruem versus Gilgamesh. Meruem. Askeladd versus Gendo Ikari. You made it here off of pure aura from this picture alone. If they use any other picture, you would not be here. He's actually tough as hell. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Gendo Ikari. I gotta pick Askeladd over you, bro. Okay, round 8, match 1. So this is the Elite 8. Griffith versus Madara Uchiha. Like, again, like from a villain standpoint, like this nigga was crazy as hell, bro. Like I'm gonna have to give it to Griffith. Meruem versus Askeladd. You're both cool. You could have impacted the plot OD if that old man didn't nuke himself to beat you. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy though. In order to stop this nigga, the strongest Nen user in the show had to nuke himself just to stop him. He didn't even stop him. I mean, he did, but like he poisoned him. Like he was still alive after and got revived and stuff. From that point, that's cold, but they're both good villains. Meruem versus Askeladd. I'm gonna have to give it to Askeladd. Meruem was a good villain though for sure, but Johann versus Yhwach. Yhwach is carried by his power by being basically Quincy Jesus. That's cold, but going up against a nigga like this, like it just don't compare. You know what I'm saying? Like you're hard carried by your OP ass almighty power. He can see the future and manipulate fate. How the hell can you see the future and manipulate fate and you still fucking lose, you shitter? Like you suck. He can perceive every possible future simultaneously, viewing them like grains of sands on a beach, and he still lost. This nigga's ass. Bro, if I had this power, I'd be OP too. I would be OP too. Nah, bro. Yeah, hell nah, bro. Johann Liebert for sure. Bro, if Johann had that power, that nigga would never lose. King Bradley versus... Bro, only reason why he lost was on purpose. He wanted to lose. Like, King Bradley versus Majin Buu. They're both cool ass niggas. I do think King Bradley is an even cooler ass nigga, so I'm picking King Bradley. Johann Liebert versus King Bradley. Johann Liebert versus King Bradley. I'm gonna have to go with my guy Johann Liebert. And it's gonna be Johann versus Griffith. I'm gonna pick Griffith here. And then it's Johann versus Griffith. Sure. These are both the evilest, the greatest villains that anime has to offer. This nigga ultra evil, sacrificed all his mans to get stronger, R-worded his best friend's a girl in front of him to where the girl can no longer talk. OD evil as hell. But from like a writing evil standpoint, he's like up there as a villain, but as a person, nigga should die immediately. And then there's this nigga who went on a killing spree in Europe, murked mad niggas, made it to where only one person, on purpose, one person could possibly track him and follow him to prove a point that like no lives matter for real, including his. So, you know what I'm saying? These niggas are both horrible individuals, horrible beings, but they are villains. So of course they're horrible beings. And with that being said, I'm gonna have to give the best villain to Johann Liebert, primarily because he, like I said, he did all his shit with no powers, bro. With no selling his soul to some random god hand niggas, right? That's what it's called, I think. God hand berserk. Yeah, bro. A terrifying quintet of reality warping demon sovereigns in the manga and anime series Berserk. Griffith sold his soul to these niggas. Like, what are these niggas? They look ugly as hell and weird. She's kind of bad though, but she's demonic, so hell nah. But this man Griffith gave into power. Johann did not. So I'm gonna have to give it to Johann Liebert, the greatest villain of all time. Johann Liebert. That nigga is OD tough.